Hello everyone. So today I have basically dedicated myself today to learning the context in React. So context API. So the concept is really simple that if we have a certain data that we want to share to the entire React app, then what we can do is we can use the context. So first what we do is we create a user context.js, we import React, then we create a context that is this is the user context. So all our variables will be stored in this. So this is react.create context and then we export this. So this is how we created a context that is basically store of our state variable global state variable. Then we create a user context provider.jsx. What this does is that here we have our actual global variable. So this variable, when it is passed down, then it will be available to each and every component or each and every children of user context provider element. So here what we do is that we export this, and what we do is that we use user context dot provider, and we pass the values of user and set user. So if you have some more state variable that you want to pass it, then you have to define here and pass those values here as well. Then what we do, we go to the component where we want to set the value of this variable. So where we want to use the updater function. So here I have a login component. So what I want to do is that I have a username and password, and I want to set the value of user from a user context provider. So I want to set the value of this. So I go to login. Then I call the const set user. So first you have to call the use context, import the use context from React. Then you have to define the context as the user context. Then what you do is that you set the value of set user as a object username and password. This can be anything based upon you. So what this will do is that it will set user's value. So it will set the value of this variable as this object, and then this object will be available for use anywhere. So we have a profile user.username, no user exists. So here you can see that we have not imported any value, but still when we go, we will have the value of user provider. So let's go online and check. Let me put my username Kashyap, and when I log in, it shows profile and my username. So this is basically context API. What it does is that it provides the value of a variable to each and every component that is available in the web application. So yeah, this was the basic of context.